Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1. Here we want to present to you our work about the characteristic of a good language test. Okay, let's start the explanation. The first explanation will be explained by me. According to Brown 2010, there are 5 criteria contributing to the process of creating a language test. Name, practicality, reliability, validity, authenticity, and watchback. Similarly, Bachman and Palmer 1996 hold the same belief. However, these categories are classified into a different way. According to them, an effective and useful test should consist of 6 essential qualities, which are practicality, validity, reliability, authenticity, interactiveness, and impact. There is no implication for the order of these qualities. However, validity and reliability are referred as two crucial measurement qualities and two prerequisites given that these two qualities affect directly to the content of the test. While doing research, we discovered one more characteristic of a good language test from other sources, namely discrimination.
Okay, so the first one is reliability. Bachman and Palmer state that a test will be reliable if it's dependable and consistent. This means that every students are given the same test under that same circumstances. There are some issues that affect to the reliability of a test, which are students, the scorer, the administration, and the test itself. Reliability is consistency, dependence, and trust. This means that the result of a reliable test should be dependable. Thus, reliability has 3 aspects. The 3 aspects of reliability are named equivalence, stability, and internal consistency. The first aspect, equivalence, refers to the amount of agreement between 2 or more tests that are administered at nearly the same point in time. Equivalence is measured by administering 2 parallel forms of the same test to the same group. This administration of the parallel forms occurs at the same time or following some time delay. The second aspect of reliability is stability. It's said to occur when similar scores are obtained with repeated testing with the same group of respondents. In other words, the scores are consistent from one time to the next. Stability is assessed by administering the same test to the same individuals under the same conditions after some period of time. The third and last aspect of reliability is internal consistency. Internal consistency concerns the extent to which items on the test are measuring the same thing. The second one is discriminate. All assessment is based on the comparison, either between one student and another or between students as they are now and as they were earlier. An important feature of a good test is its capacity to discriminate among the performance of different students or the same student at different points in time. The extent of the need for discrimination varies according to the purpose of the test. The third one is practicality. A test is said to be effective if it's practical. Brown 2010. A practical test is the test that is developed and administered within the available time and with available resources. Based on this definition, Practicality can be measured by the availability of the resources required to develop and conduct the test. Practicality refers to the economy of time, effort, and money in testing. A practical test should be easy to design, easy to administer, easy to mark, and easy to interpret its results. A test is practical when it is not too expensive, stays with appropriate time constraints, is relatively easy to administer, and has a scoring or evaluation procedure that is specific and time efficient.
The characteristic of good language tests. Here, I will explain to you about validity, authenticity, interactiveness, and washback. Validity. The term validity refers to whether or not the test measures what it claims to measure. On a test with high validity, the items will be closely linked to the test's intended focus. Unless a test is valid, it serves no useful function. One of the most important types of validity for teachers is content validity, which means that the test assesses the course content and the outcomes using formats familiar to the student. Content validity is the extent to which the selection of tests in a test is representative of the larger set of tests, but the test is assumed to be a sample. A test needs to be a representative sample of the teaching contents as defined and covered in the curriculum. Like reliability, there are also some factors that affect the validity of test scores. First, unclear duration to students to respond to the test. Second, the difficulty of reading vocabulary and sentence structure. Third, too easy or too difficult test items. Then, ambiguous statements in the test item. Next, inappropriate test item for measuring a particular outcomes. Inadequate time provided to take the test. The length of the test is too short. And then the last is test items not arranged in order of difficulty. Authenticity. Authenticity means that the language response that students give in the test is appropriate to the language of communication. The test item should be related to the usage of the target language. Furthermore, the language in the test is as natural as possible so that test takers can understand and deal with the test effectively. For example, the test can contain academic vocabulary about technology if students didn't learn about this topic. If so, this test lacks the authenticity. Additionally, an authentic test can be synced to connect to the real world. The target language used is formal and reflects real circumstance. For example, the language used in cartoon cannot be used in real language tests as those words and situations are not real and authentic. Interactiveness. The interactiveness of a test is the degree and type of involvement of test takers' individual characteristics in acquiring a test including language knowledge, metacognitive strategies, topical knowledge, and schemata. For example, the reading test design for beginner learner must be easy without applying many difficult reading strategies or academic words relating to the topic. Washback. Washback is the effect of testing on teaching and learning, Hughes 2003, as cited in Brown 2010, regarded as one aspect of consequential validity mentioned above. For example, if students are instructed to prepare for multiple choice tests in reading for their progress tests, they will have different reviewing strategies in comparison with preparing for a reading test with only short answer questions. Another form of washback happens more regularly in classroom assessment as the students learn from their strengths and weaknesses after the test.
Okay, I think enough from us. Thank you very much for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.